So the tissues are ready because I'm sick as a dog. How are you feeling, Jace?
I am doing really good. Yeah, I'm better than what you are. Shame. I'm sorry that you're ill.
Yeah, I don't think doing what I did this weekend was helping it much.
Yeah, but we'll get right into that in a bit.
Yeah, so roll the intro.
Hey everyone, this is Twice as Queer, a weekly podcast that showcases the latest LGBTQ news and gossip. We are your hosts, Jason and Corey, and you can follow us at Twice as Queer. So make sure that you tune in every Monday for brand new episodes. Twice as Queer. Yo, what is up everybody? Happy Monday.
Hello.
Well, Corey, shame. I'm sorry that you're ill.
I'm a bit dead.
But I'm really happy that we're doing the podcast. Just to everybody listening, apologies for last week. We didn't upload, but for a really, really good reason. And I'll get into that in a bit. But, Corey, how was your week? Well, your 2 weeks.
My 2 weeks.
Or your week.
Well, I guess we can actually tell them why we didn't upload. Why now?
Okay.
Because I think in the beginning of the week, I started feeling a bit sick. I was getting headaches and stuff like that. And I think now it's got to that really bad stage. So we were discussing to record, because we missed Sunday, because we usually record this on a Sunday evening and post it on a Monday, and we're okay, we'll just record it on Monday, right?
Yes, and then we had missed it, but we didn't record on Monday because I was preparing for this huge work conference that I did this weekend.
Yeah, and I just wasn't feeling great.
Well, so now we're back. Hello.
Hey.
Shame, Corey
sick and all.
Corey looks half dead, but I'm really proud that you're doing this.
Yeah, of course.
Shame, you've had one hell of a weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did you do this weekend, Corey Schultz?
Okay, this weekend was a mess. I was a mess, Jason. So on Friday, I went to the YouTube space.
Yes.
The YouTube Pride Party, pre-Pride Party.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Pride was this weekend on Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
yes, you went to a pre-Pride party at YouTube.
Because it was also the 50...
Aren't we fancy?
Oh.
Yeah.
50 years of the Stonewall thing, so celebration. So that's part of why YouTube also did it.
Mm-hmm. How was it?
It was good, but
did they have a different, if anybody listening has ever been to the YouTube space, I didn't go to this pre-party because I was working, but usually at every YouTube space they have a set that they change around.
Yeah, so it was all
time.
Done up.
It was all done up.
Fully
all
done
pride,
up.
all...
Yes, all gay, all
God.
pretty and cute and
nice.
whatnot. And they obviously went all out, which was nice.
I'd love to know who their set designers are.
I have no idea,
YouTube.
but it's bougie. It's they go all out. Remember Christmas?
I remember Christmas.
Yeah, so it
Winter Wonderland.
So it was that level of effort, but just gay.
I need to see pictures.
So it was really cute. But it was kind of this mixed atmosphere. You could feel the tension because you know how YouTube has demonetized gay content, and a lot of creators I was speaking to, they were I would say oh, what do you do? They're yeah, I used to be a YouTuber. So I'm oh, what do you mean used to? Oh, well, that's before YouTube demonetized my content for being gay.
Yeah.
And I was oh, shit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it was kind of this weird vibe in the air, if you could say.
Yeah, because I guess they were there at the home of YouTube London.
Celebrating Pride, but on the back end, they don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody had this little mixed feelings about it. But it was a lot of fun regardless.
Nice.
Anyway,
who did you meet? Did you meet someone did you meet any famous YouTubers?
So this is what I wanted to say to you. Like usually when we go to the space together,
Yeah.
like we're always like, oh, we need to meet people, like we need to socialize, be friendly, and whatnot, like get to know people, like because
Yeah, because it's networking.
Yeah, it's networking, kind of. But this is the first time I've actually gone to YouTube and actually just not given a shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
no, like it really was, and I don't want to sound like a pretentious prick, but it just I was there and I knew that I wanted to have fun, and that was it.
Wow. No, good. I mean, if you're there, look, I am really sorry that I missed it. I love the YouTube space, and I love being around other content creators, and especially the LGBTQ community as well, because that's where majority of us started expressing our views, right, is on YouTube, because that platform was there and available. But I'm really sad that I missed it, but I'm really happy that you just like took it, like you were there just to have fun, and not focus about the networking, not focus about finding out who's who and what. Because sometimes those are the best, I think, because at the Christmas party it was very much like you and I were like, oh, okay, who's this? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. And you, like, no lies, you meet some really cool, interesting people.
Yes, for sure.
But also it takes a lot of energy out of you to try and go through a room with maybe, 300, 400 other content creators. And you're like, oh my God. At the end, you're dead. So it was good. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really good. Well, when I first got there, because I was going to go and meet Rolly there, and he was doing a panel downstairs or something. He was doing something downstairs.
Nice.
And I saw his friend Luxaria, and she's never met me, but I know she knows of me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I went over to her and I was like, hi, Luxaria. She's like, hello? And she looked at me like really, I was like, oh God, she has no idea who I am.
Yeah.
I just look like a crazy fangirl right now.
Yeah, because that's also what we don't want to do, right?
Yeah, so I was like, hi, my name's Corey. You're friends with Rolly, right? She's like, yes. And then it wasn't helping the situation. And I was like, I'm also one of Rolly's friends. And then she was like, oh, you're Corey. I was like, okay, thank God.
Okay.
Fuck, oh my God. So
because that is kind of awkward.
Yeah. But the horrible thing is, because I wasn't feeling well, like with flu and everything, I couldn't think straight,
because you couldn't think straight.
Yeah.
Oh honey, you're at a gay you're at an LGBTQ party.
so usually, like, I know all the questions to ask, I get to know people and whatnot, but like I just blanked out. And I felt awkward because I was trying to meet someone and be nice with them, but I literally just, do you know when there was so many awkward silences, and I was like, oh no.
God, I hate those awkward silence moments.
Because like there's only so much you can talk about, and when your brain's not working because you're full of like headache and flu, it's not the best.
When I saw you on Saturday, like, you would never have said that. Okay, I mean, because I didn't know you had such, because we haven't seen each other in about like a week and a bit.
Yes, yeah.
I have literally been full out with work. You've been full out with work. You've been ill. Like, I knew you were ill, but I didn't know how bad.
Extensive,
like, or how fluey you were. But then yesterday, after when the conference finished, so I didn't do any Pride celebrations this year. At least in London, because I was working, unfortunately. But at like 9:30, I sort of finished work, met you guys outside in the park, and you guys were so drunk.
Jason, throw me under the bus, why don't you?
You guys were so drunk. I don't know how you were able to even stand. That's how drunk you guys were. You were rolling around on the floor, like, I don't know. But it looked like you guys were having so much fun. I was having hella homo FOMO. Yeah, hala homofomo.
Hala homofobo. Oh,
Yeah.
fear of missing out.
Hala homofomo.
Yeah, Pride was good.
Yeah, so talk to me about Pride, because you guys, I saw you like put pictures on the Penthouse group. But then, you know, I didn't really look
what
at
did
them.
we do? Oh, sorry, banged the table. We left here at about 11 o'clock. Got there about 12:30ish. And we went to the place where we went before, like just at the end of the parade.
Like more close to where I work.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's sometimes the best place, because there was 1.5 million people at this Pride parade.
Was there really?
Yeah, that was the last little things that I saw online. There was about 1.5 million people just at the Pride parade in London. It was
That's crazy.
Towards the end of it, it gets a bit better, because those people, it's like that last push of energy that they give you, and then you're like, yeah, come on, woo.
True.
And then, you know,
yeah. So the parade ends at like Trafalgar Square, if anybody knows where that is. So
like
that's where we were, and then
just after, right?
like we went to that place where we were last year, and I said to Donat, who's my boyfriend, that it felt too much like last year. And I was getting like I'm bored. Like I'm actually bored, because it feels like I'm just reliving something.
The same thing as last year.
So I was like, can we go somewhere else? So we walked all the way up, like the way to the parade, all the way to Piccadilly Circus.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Like in the full of it.
The full of it, yeah. And then we went through Soho as well.
Oh, nice.
But yes.
Did you see all of the gay flags? Because I walked there the other day, and they were setting up for Pride.
Oh yeah, but there was just so many people. Like,
yeah, that's the problem.
We got to one street, and I just there was thousands of people, and I was like, okay, maybe Soho not a great idea. So we turned around and we carried on walking back. So let me tell you guys this. So before we left the flat, my boyfriend and this other guy that we were going with, they both had 4 shots of whiskey.
Yes.
Before leaving the house, yeah? And I didn't have anything, because I knew it's 11:30 in the morning.
And you wanted to be a responsible gay.
Yes. and just have some, I wanted to get drunk.
Yeah.
But not so early.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I need to pace myself, right?
Yeah.
And then we had guys, I'm going to tell you all of the tea. We had a bottle of, just like a bottle, like a normal.
Just the bottle.
No, like a bottle, but we used that to mix stuff. So we were drinking.
like a water bottle.
Exactly, but
that was empty.
Not empty. It had stuff in it.
No, yeah, I mean, but you didn't mix it with water.
No.
You mix it with like whiskey and Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were just drinking that.
Just FYI, how many bottles of whiskey did you have?
Jason, what?
Can you tell that I'm super effing jealous that you guys got to experience this?
Okay, so there was like
I
don't know what size that is, but a little bottle of Famous Grouse, which I didn't touch.
Oh, I think that's like a
500 ml?
500 mils.
Yeah.
Like a little bottle. There's about 500 mils.
Yeah.
And then the bigger bottles.
So they finished that by themselves, and I didn't have any of that.
Ah, okay.
Or did I?
Oh.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And then I went and I bought Jack Daniels for us. And
how many bottles? How many bottles of Jack Daniels did you buy?
Okay, so
there was just the 3 of you, by the way. Just like
so
there was just the 3 of you. And how many bottles of alcohol did you buy?
We went through 1 by ourselves, 1.5 by ourselves.
Okay.
And then the other 1.5 was shared between like 4 of us. So
4, not 6 of you. Because Lucas, Costadine and...
6 of us. Sorry, God, my math.
Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Khan.
So, like, I guess 2 bottles of whiskey?
No, it was 3 bottles.
3 bottles, but like the other people.
To you.
So
Okay,
to
yeah,
us,
so
like
to us, 2 bottles. Okay.
yeah, at least.
Okay, that's not too bad. But yeah, you guys look like you were having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So anyway, so then I got left outside of Cafe Nero because my boyfriend wanted to go to the toilet with this other friend of ours, and then because the queue was so long, it took them 30 minutes to go to the toilet.
Jeepers creepers.
So I was sitting outside, like with the whiskey, because they gave me the whiskey because they didn't obviously want to take it inside the cafe because they didn't want to get kicked out.
Yeah.
And it was so hot, and I was just like drinking this whiskey because it was hot, yeah. And actually, I was enjoying it because it was mixed with Coke and whatnot. And then they come out, and I stand up, Jason, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, oh no. Because it was fine. Like, I was sitting down, I was drinking, it was fine, it was alright, like everything was good. And then I stood up and I'm like, oh, this is not okay. Like, this is not okay. And yeah, and then I knew that from that point I needed to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
And then later on, my boyfriend got upset with me because I wasn't drinking.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to sober up a little bit from my little ordeal. And then he accused me of being the fun police.
Oh, wow.
He said, you're not having fun because you're not drinking with us, blah, 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 blah. So then I decided I would show him that I'm not the fun police.
Yeah.
And I like downed like, I want to say like 5 shots worth of whiskey all in one go.
Damn. To do 5 shots of like, I mean,
like the equivalent. Like
yeah. I mean, whiskey shouldn't be like, you shouldn't do shots of whiskey. Just saying.
Yeah. So it was bad.
Oh
God.
And but then you started drinking.
Then I started drinking.
Yeah. Then you started getting drunk.
But this was a bit late on this was like 4:05 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Because when I finished work, so I was at obviously this conference, and it was really cool, and it's something that I've had a lot of input in together with my colleagues, and we've really tried to make this work. And it was at our headquarters in London, so the pressure was real. But overall, it was a huge success. I think we had some amazing speakers.
Yeah, you haven't told me much about it.
Yeah, so it was a executive committee meeting.
Okay.
And in the political world, that is where the entire membership gets to vote on amendments, gets to put policy resolutions forward and vote on that, and then also kind of map the next couple of months towards the next meeting, and following that a massive congress, and that's like a congress happens every 18 months, and the last congress that I did was in Dakar, so the next year's congress will be in April 2020, and that will be in Bulgaria.
Oh,
yes. So I'm going to Sofia, Bulgaria, which is quite interesting. But we had some superhero women that were at our event. And it was really, really cool. Leaders from political parties addressing the membership. We had something ridiculous like 54 countries that were represented.
Oh, wow.
Across over 150 delegates, right? So it was quite cool. And then I even designed like a gay selfie frame so that people could, because we knew that we would be missing out on Pride. So we needed to do something that was Pride related so that they could post that on Instagram and Facebook or whatever. So I created a lot of some the branding and stuff for the event. So I did a little selfie frame, and it was quite cool. And then I guess after that, at about 9:00, things started to die down. And then I started packing the banners up and making sure that everything was just a little packed away, And then that's when I came outside and I saw you guys chilling in the park.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Opposite my work.
I don't think I told you this, but you know when I was on the phone to you when you were outside and you came onto the balcony.
Yeah.
So by the way, guys, like if you know London, like where Jason works, it's very bougie. Like it's very like high classy and whatnot.
Yeah.
So anyway, he comes out onto the balcony and I'm talking to him like, guys, look, it's Jason. And
on the balconies.
And Costadine turns around and looks at me and he goes, "Ooh, expensive."
Because I was wearing a suit.
Yeah, and you came out of this really like colonial building.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just looked really on fleek, Jace.
Thanks. I mean, yeah.
From what I remember.
From what you remember. Yeah, because that was the other thing. Because then after that, you know, we like I had finished work and then I met you guys. And then together with Gabby and Isabel, my work colleagues, we came and said
they
hello.
Must be mortified by me.
Oh my gosh. Well, so Gabby, shout out, because I know you're listening, because you listen to the podcast. Like she was saying to me, "Oh, it feels like I've known Corey for so long, but that was the first time that she'd actually met you, right?"
Oh no,
and
God.
there you were, drunk as a skunk, and you were just like, everything was cute. Guys, can I tell you how I know Corey is drunk? Is when he says, "Oh my God, this is cute. Oh my God, you're so cute." Or, "Oh, that's so cute." He uses cute for everything when he's drunk, just FYI. So, yeah, everything and everybody and like everything you did and said was cute, quote unquote. So, yeah, it was quite funny. But then we went to quickly grab drinks because we felt like we were not on your level, obviously, because you guys had been pissing it up since like 12. So we went to...
Okay, Jason.
We went to... Not judging, but we needed to catch up fast. That's what I'm saying. And we went to this little pub around the corner to grab some drinks and then got back. We were not on your level either. Like even
I don't think you would have ever been on our level, Jason.
No, but anyway, we had a nice evening.
Wait, we need to tell them the story about my boyfriend.
Oh God, about the vomit.
Yes.
Oh God,
guys, this is hilarious, by the way. So, not really, but it's kind of funny. So my boyfriend passed out drunk, like sleeping like on the grass, and then he woke up. He was like. And you could just tell he was not okay. So he stood up by himself and he like walked about 5 meters to a tree and just like vomited his lungs out. Like,
oh God.
All done, game over. Came back fit as a fiddle. Like he was there like all happy and smiley and he's like, okay, let's go, round 2. But then like literally 10-15 minutes later, a group of people came to sit around the tree.
Oh no. No.
And there was this girl who was plucking the grass, literally
the vomit grass.
in the exact same place that he threw up.
Oh God.
Like I really wanted to go say something, but I was like, no, she's in too deep. Like I swear to God, if somebody like came and told me what I was doing, honey, I would have like thrown up all over the place.
Was that disgusting?
Like just watching her, I almost threw up. I was like, oh,
that's so bad. But so towards the end of the night, Corey needed to pee, and he's now drunk as well. Because then we went to the same pub that I went to in the very beginning to try and get drunk. But then that was a couple of hours later that we went there. And then not only did you spill your drink, your expensive drink, all over yourself, by the way, once we had left, once they chucked us out.
all over myself.
Yeah, okay, you spilled half of your drink. No, more than half of your drink on yourself.
Jason, it was not me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was Lucas who poured the drink on top of you as you hit him and made him spill it on you. So whose fault was it?
So you know what's also really funny though? I
Yeah.
don't know if I told you this last
No.
night because I don't remember much.
It's what's that Celine Dion song? It's all coming
Back
back,
to
it's all
me
coming
now.
back to me now.
But at
Oh,
YouTube,
actually, that was Meatloaf, by the way.
Was
I don't
it
think
really?
yeah, I think it originally was Meatloaf. It wasn't Celine Dion.
probably. Oh, look at you, Jace.
Sorry.
So anyway, YouTube, Rolly spilt a drink all over somebody
Oh God.
because he was very expressive with his hands,
yes.
and it was this very like a movie moment kind of thing because like nobody knew what to say. Like the drink literally went all over the right side of his shirt,
What was
like
it?
his whole drink. It
Was
was
it
like what you call the like, oh god,
A cocktail.
a cocktail. Oh my
Okay.
god, why did
God, Corey.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness, your brain is foggy.
yeah, it is foggy with this flu. So
Uh-oh.
anyway, I would not let it go the whole evening. Like
And then it happened to you on Saturday.
exactly is what I'm saying.
Karma is a bitch.
But like I was full on. Like he went to go sit with him like literally 30 minutes later, and I went over and I'm like, really careful.
Oh my God.
Like to that extent.
Oh, I would have
So-
clapped you. I would have slapped the shit out of you. I'm so sorry. I would have. Yeah. And then you did it on Saturday.
And then it happened to me the
But-
same way because Lucas was holding the drink and I was very expressive with my hands and then everywhere.
And then, so we got chucked out of the pub.
Yes.
And, 'cause-
Not because of my messiness.
No, because we had been there so long that they were closing and they needed to, like, get us out.
Yes.
And anyway, we were walking over the bridge towards Waterloo, overlooking the beautiful London Eye that was coloured in rainbow colours. It was so beautiful. And Corey's like, I need to pee. So what did Corey Schultz do?
An epiphany came to me in
Oh
the
my God.
greatest of moments, and I made an item for my bucket list.
And you were like, I'm going to pee over the bridge. It's on my bucket list. And so all of the friends had to like stand around him, like not looking at him, but you know, with our backs to Corey, so that we could like shield him from bypasses because we didn't want to know. We didn't want
There
them
wasn't
to know.
that many on the
No, it wasn't that many, but also like, who pees over a bridge in London? You know?
me.
Yeah, Corey. Oh my God. But I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you've ticked that off of your bucket list.
I know, who can say that?
That's true. How many? Well, it would be cool if you did it on London Bridge. Peeing over... I mean, I know it's the Waterloo Bridge, which is
It's
like...
right in front of Big Ben and the London Eye.
Yeah.
I think I did pretty well, Jason.
That's really good. Yeah, yeah. No, you did very well. Claps.
Thank you.
But, yeah. Oh, this weekend. I'm sorry that I missed it with you guys. But, shall we do Sibs' secret message?
We can do.
Okay, let's
do Seb's secret message.
let me get it.
Oh, the amount of anxiety every time this little message comes on, guys. You must also let us know some feedback whether this little secret message thing is actually quite cool and if it's something that you look forward to while listening to the podcast.
Okay, so I think this is it. Let's do this.
Hi, Jason. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Sebs.
My question for you guys this week is, what are your relationship yellow flags? I know we all know about the red flags, and they're things that are, I would describe them as things that are blatant no-goes. It's like if someone is abusive or rude or just uncleanly, you would know. No. This is an absolutely red flag for me. So what's in the yellow zone for you? What are your relationship yellow flags? What are things that might be off-putting, but you're willing to deal with?
Oh, nice question.
That one's hard.
Oh, nice question.
It's really like thinking out of the box there.
Yeah.
the first one that comes to my mind is no sense in style or fashion. Like, because if you look well presented, obviously it's more appealing. Because then you
So
know
are you
that they
saying that
look
you-
after themselves.
Are you saying that your boyfriend doesn't look after himself?
No, this is not what I'm... Jason, there's...
Am I putting words in your mouth?
Yes. But it's a yellow flag because,
It's
like,
a yellow flag.
on the other hand, like, when I see a messy looking boy, it, like, sometimes it can be hot. Like, like imagine a guy in slops, like rugby trousers and like a not so great t-shirt. Like, that can be sexy.
that
you
can
know
be
what I
sexy,
mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, would that be a yellow flag though for you? Like,
I mean, yes,
not
kind
well
of, because like
dressed.
I wouldn't like want him to do that all the time. Like, I want you to be able to dress up for an occasion.
yeah, I
Because
got you.
I like to
But
express
what about
myself
in
through.
your own relationship? Like, so here's I think this is what Sibs wants to know. And I want to know as well. And maybe even the listeners. Because out of both of us, you're the one that's been in a long-term relationship of like, you've been together for almost 4 years now?
3.5.
3.5 years? I mean, that's like nearly, 20 something years in gay years.
Yeah.
Just saying,
Okay, so I guess you can call this a yellow flag, but I really want to say it's a red flag. Because God.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Donat doesn't even listen to the podcast. He admitted it last night. So,
I literally swore that I would never, ever, ever date somebody who smoked. Because both my parents do, and I really do not like it. And when I met him, he told me he didn't smoke. Yeah, but what he meant, he didn't smoke for that period. He was on a break. So in his opinion, he wasn't lying.
okay. So has that red flag been moved now to a yellow flag?
So this is what I'm thinking, is because technically yes, because we're still together and he does smoke. So.
But one thing I notice about Donat is that he never smells of smoke. I think he's quite good at... Like, I've never smelled smoke on him.
He doesn't smoke a lot, though.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's when he's come home after a really stressful day, then he'll go out and have a cigarette. And that's it. Like, it's one and then that's it. Or when he's drinking, then it's a few. But he's not that bad.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I don't really have many yellow flags. Other than those two. What are yours, Jason?
I don't know. I'm trying to like... I'm honestly trying to think about
What are some
this.
must-haves?
Some must-haves. So like green flags.
So green flags, yeah.
Okay. I mean, now that we're talking about flags, yeah. So green flags would be like things that I'm attracted to are like so someone who's...
Must have a penis.
Green flag, must have a penis, yes. Just FYI. In case y'all didn't know. Like really politically in tune, or not really politically in tune, but have some sort of idea what's happening around the world, in terms of like global politics, global news. What's like, I can't date someone who lives under a rock and who doesn't know, for example.
Okay, so then would that
Like-
be your yellow flag? Is like having somebody
Oh,
who's
yeah,
not
that's it.
entirely focused, like to your depth level of
Hey, look.
politics, but has some form of knowledge.
Yes, exactly. So a yellow flag for me then would be someone who actually doesn't know like what's happening other than
Like on a
outside of
day-to-day
their-
basis.
Yeah, like what else is happening around the world. And I'm not talking about like American news. Well, maybe, because I guess the UK and most of the world is bombarded by American news, right?
Yeah.
But like, if that person knows something about what's happening in other European countries or other African countries or particular Asian countries, that's a good sign. So a yellow flag would be not them not knowing, but it's not a red flag for me.
Okay.
I don't think, like, I could date someone who lives under a rock. Like, it's not a final sticking point.
So so then it's a yellow
then
flag.
It's a yellow flag. Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad we got to this point. I don't know. Something else would be probably food. And you know how smoking for you used to be a red flag and now is a yellow flag? For me, sharing of food is a yellow flag for me. I know this sounds so weird. It used to be a red flag for me.
Oh, you couldn't have someone have the same food as you?
No, not the same food as me, but like sharing each other's food. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So for example, from your plate. So in my family and in my culture, like it's never been really big where we eat each other's food off of each other's plates, right?
Yeah.
So usually we have a big table with lots of food in separate dishes, and then
you dish yourself.
And then that's your food. That's your food. the food that's on your plate, that's your food. You don't say, I don't go to your plate and go, oh, let me have some chicken wings and chips and, bobotie or whatever from your plate. No, I've got it on my plate. And for a very long time, that used to be a super red flag for me. Like, I used to hate it when people would do that.
Oh, so Donat does it all the time to you, Jason?
Yes. So it's like that's a yellow flag. Like, I can deal with it. I mean, not that I'm in a relationship with you and Donat, just putting that out there. Yeah, just putting it out there. This is not a throuple thing that's going on here. But I mean, naturally, we over at each other's houses a lot because we live next door, and it's the penthouse.
But it would still irritate you, though.
It slightly irritates me. It's dying down. It's like, it's becoming a little bit more greener.
Yes.
But after 20 something years, if you've never shared food with somebody like that, it's bound to irritate you because it's not part of my upbringing. It's not part of my culture.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I understand.
But I feel like the Greeks, like I used to have a Greek friend in South Africa, and her family would always pick off each other's plates. So they had this thing where they would go to the restaurant, and I don't know, maybe like for them it was very normal. So all of them order a different dish, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, then they mix and match. Like, oh, I want like some...
Like I get that.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me for a piece and I like cut it and stick it on your plate.
Oh, no. It wasn't like that. It's like, oh, you've got...
You want that and like grab and take.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like... No.
It's like, oh, you've got like... salmon pieces. Oh, let me have some of that. Let me have some of this. So everybody like
triggered.
And
triggered.
For me, that's
triggered. Come off it.
That's
no thanks.
Yeah. So that's a really good question. Yeah.
Thanks,
Sid.
Wow, she really like gives some good questions.
What is another yellow flag of yours? Like, what does he do that irritates you, but you deal with it? Like,
I don't know.
What is something you do that irritates the shit out of him and he accepts it, he tolerates it?
Yes, so there's one that I know irritates him is when I'm doing something, especially like video editing, I enter a full on like zone. Whatever's happening around me, I literally cannot hear anything.
So you're so focused.
I am in it. He gets so upset.
But it's so funny that you say this because the other day I came over and I said hello, and he was playing gamesies in the room. And I was like, "Hi, Donat, how was your day?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was good." And then literally an hour later, I was chilling on your couch, and he came through, and he was like, "Sorry, did you come into the room while I was playing games?" And I was like, "Yes, Donat. We had we had a full-on conversation. Like, how was your day?" Yeah, it's good, yeah, blah, blah, talking about whatever. He didn't remember any of it. So he was literally speaking
in his zone. I think it's a zone thing.
It's a zone thing.
Yeah. So he gets upset because sometimes he apparently has full-on conversations by himself to me. And I don't hear any of it.
Well, it's so funny because he does exactly the same thing.
So yeah, that grinds his guns a little bit.
Grinds his guns. I've never heard of that saying.
And maybe I got it wrong. I don't know. Grinds his gun, grinds his boots, grinds. What would
I
it
thought
be?
it was grinds his nuts.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Hey Siri, what is the saying? Grinds his nuts? Is that right?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the saying grinds his nuts. Check it out.
I don't think it's that either. No, it's not that. Guys, please tell us what the saying is.
Like grinds his guns. No, that doesn't make sense.
Grinds his nuts. Grinds his. Okay, guys, I don't know.
Wow. Grinds his ass. Yes. We love that for him. How many minutes are we on?
We're on actually 41 minutes right now.
Oh no, really?
And we've literally just been speaking absolute nonsense.
It's not been very informative, has it?
No, it hasn't. Okay, guys, the next podcast will be more informative. We just, I think, got carried away with updating you
Holy
about
shit.
our lives and stuff. But
Ariel's black now.
wow, you just went there. Guys, for those of you who don't know, The Little Mermaid, Ariel, is going to be played, hopefully, by Halle Berry.
She is. It's gonna happen,
Yes,
honey.
I am loving this, by the way.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be so good. Which it's been... people have been angry about this, right?
Yeah, because it's not the authentic and original version of...
Well, they can go and boop right off because this is 2019.
And the funny thing is, like, on Twitter, it's very subtle, like,
Subtly
racism.
Yeah.
So
which is
like, they're trying to
that
validate...
grinds my guns.
Oh, it's so frustrating. like, if you're gonna be racist, just be fucking racist.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like,
at least then it's like it's one way or the other.
Yeah,
it's
don't
either you are or you're
hide
not.
it.
Don't
like, come on. You know you're racist. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all either.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, oh god, I was getting livid. I was like, come on. Why can't she be black?
Yeah, exactly. Why do Disney like, I know back then, okay, yes, it's like a Danish, The Little Mermaid was written by Hans Christian Andersen, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think he was a Danish author. But as far as I know about, like, this story, like, The Little Mermaid was done as a... like, on the back of... Well, at least historians say that The Little Mermaid was done on the back of Hans's crush who he had on a guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Ariel is gay as well.
No, he wasn't. No, so he wrote it. So do you know that the original, just FYI, the original Little Mermaid is not the one that Disney...
Yes.
The one that we know from Disney.
Oh, yeah.
It's changed a little bit.
Oh.
But Hans Christian Andersen wrote it, I'm pretty sure. At least this is what my memory... No, not as a gay character. He wrote it because of what was happening in his personal life at the time, in like 1830 something, if memory serves me correctly.
Around the time you were born.
Oh, God. No. No.
Lol.
But, yeah, so I think historians say that Hans Christian Andersen was bi. Like, he was bisexual. because he had this crush on this man who there was love letters and stuff written to this guy. Fuck, I forgot what his name is.
No idea.
The toilet roll has just
rolled away
from the table. But yeah, no, I'm happy that Halle Berry is going to be Ariel in The Little Mermaid, and I can't freaking wait.
But it's the stage performance, I think. It's not even like
it's not the movie.
Not the movie. No, I think it's just for theater. I think. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure this is for the movie.
Oh, really?
Because you know what Disney is doing at the moment, right?
No.
They're like redoing. So Aladdin is now, which I really want to see.
They're redoing all of the...
in movie form. So they've done the Jungle Book already. They've done Aladdin. The Lion King will be done.
Yeah.
Will be launched, next week or the week after?
2 weeks' time.
On the 18th.
The day before I fly out.
Yes, you're going to South Africa. You're going home. Well, you're going to my home.
Your home.
And close to your home.
Yeah.
So you're not going to Zimbabwe at all?
No.
Oh.
It's fine. I don't have any family left there. Hardly anyone. It's okay. It's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright. Yeah.
So you're going to South Africa?
Yes.
South Africa? Well,
yes.
Hella jealous.
I can't wait. My God.
I love how we diverted. We were like saying goodbye. Then we were like, oh my God, The Little Mermaid. And then we were like, oh yeah, we're still going to South Africa. Oh yeah. And now we're now 46 minutes in.
Also, guys, if you want to see Spider-Man's penis.
Oh my God.
Let me just tell you that it's available on www.pornhub.com.
Oh my God.
That was also trending on Twitter this week. By the way,
I love how we now coming out with the
juicy stuff,
the juicy bits. So sorry that you guys had to wait until the very end.
No, I feel bad. It's his fault.
Is it Tom Holland?
Yes.
I really want to go and see the new Spider-Man.
Come on, Jason. You have you're famous. Why are you sending dick pics? Come on.
You mean me?
Not you. You send in dick pics, Jason.
No, and also I'm not famous. So I was looking at you weirdly. I was like. Yeah, I'm not famous.
I feel a little bit bad for mentioning it on the podcast because I'm just spreading a thing.
But is it him though, or is it one of those doctored?
I don't know.
Is it the doctored
Maybe
photo?
Is. I mean, if it is him, I would be proud. Maybe I wouldn't be so upset that the images got leaked. I'd I'd probably retweet it.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's literally.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It's you have done enough podcasting for today. Jason, can you stop here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. The music was starting to play. There we are. Oops. Okay, that's it. I think we should round it off here. Just guys and gals and queers and everybody listening, you can head over to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and buy me a coffee.
Yes.
Which
I want to say, there was somebody who bought us a coffee.
Ooh.
And I want to mention it.
Okay. I'll carry on talking.
Yes.
You guys can find us on literally practically everything at twiceasqueer. So please head on over, follow our social media, and then also, if you want to, you can head over to our Linktree, which is in the description, in the podcast, on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere. And you can buy us a coffee. And that coffee basically is $3. And that helps us achieve our goal of setting up a website, a space for you guys.
Yes, so a huge shout out and thank you to Darren who bought us a coffee on the 26th of June.
Thank you so much.
And he put a little message. He said, hey guys, love the podcast, keep it up. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
And then actually, I didn't see this one.
Oh my God.
It has another 5 coffees on the 3rd of July. So thank you so much for that as well. So we're 68% to our first goal, which... It's incredible, guys. This honestly makes me want to cry. The fact that you guys love this podcast so much, that you're supporting it, it means the absolute world to us. So that's all we have for this week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we have.
Keeps playing music.
I just can't get this tune away. I don't know how to get it away. Anyway, we're gonna end it off here, and y'all must have a fantastic week ahead. And we will see you next week, Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.